This episode of Spotlight is brought to you by presenting sponsor, Busey Bank. Welcome to Spotlight. I'm your host, Jane Wernette. Today I'm joined by three local nonprofits, the Naperville Astronomical Association, the Naperville Noon Lions Foundation, and the Inside Out Club. You're watching Spotlight, and joining me now from the Naperville Astronomical Association are Andrew Salata and Larry Yan. So good to have you both on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. And Andy, let's start with you. How did you get involved with the association and astronomy in general?
Well, looking up astronomy clubs in the area, I wanted to get a better connection, even though you can do astronomy on your own in the backyard or out in the forest preserves. Sometimes just having a connection with people who have the same hobby, and I guess I'd like to be that social amateur astronomer. So the club gave me an opportunity to share my experiences and learn a lot more.
Okay, all right. How about you, Larry? How'd you get started?
Well, I got started in junior high with a science project about astronomy, and at that time, Drew Carhart and I were friends, and we talked from about that time about founding an astronomy club. So in high school, we learned that there was something called the Naperville Central High School Astronomy Club, and we joined that, and about 10 of us were sort of a little bit overly ambitious high school kids. So we founded something that was sort of an offshoot, but still sponsored by the high school, called the Naperville Astronomical Association in 1973, and I'm one of the founders.
Okay.
And after 2 years, the school district decided we were getting too big for our britches, so we severed from the school district and became one of only two in the whole history of the world to start out as a high school group and become a public organization, and now over 200 members.
Wow, well done you, right?
Thank you.
Okay, well now, and you lead to a good question that I want to ask Andy. So Andy, do we have to have this science background? Because obviously you started from a science class in high school, but is that how you started? What got you into it? And do I need to have that?
Well, I liked science, but I also watched a lot of Star Trek reruns growing up.
I love that.
So, although astronomy is a lot different from that, but I think it's just having, just being able to have a chance to look up or have that curiosity. You don't need the science background. Our club, actually, even our presentations, we have fundamentals on the third Tuesday of every month that kind of talks about the basics, so you can learn how to point a telescope or even what to look at. And then our club events we actually give you the hands-on experience to look through our telescopes so you can learn what works for you and just experience it. And that's the easiest part, is being able to look up at the sky or look through a telescope into the sky and see some great objects.
Okay, and kind of understand what you're seeing, because I think that's it, right? Sometimes you sort of see stuff, but you're not really sure, what am I seeing, right?
And that's where Google comes into play, but we can help you. It's like when we're looking at Jupiter, we can talk about how it's 10 times as big as Earth. It takes 39 minutes for light to get there. But I think the cool thing is Galileo looked at it in the 1600s, and we saw moons orbiting Jupiter as well. And every day when you look at Jupiter, you can see the moons in different spots. And once you see them, you'll remember, you may not remember the names, but you know that they're moving.
Okay. Well, and I like what you said, and we hear a lot of stuff from educators about the curiosity, right? That's such an important part, right? From when you're young all the way up to when you're Larry's age. Talk a little bit, Larry, because you founded the club, and I can only say that because you're celebrating your 50th anniversary of the club. So first of all, congratulations on that. What kinds of celebratory events have you had going?
Well, we have a lot of little things that spread throughout the year, such as we on our YouTube channel, we have a golden minute, sort of like the bicentennial minute in 1976 of club history. We have three major events that traverse the year. In October, we have kind of an enhanced, our tentative plan, at least, an enhanced solar Saturday of what we've done on the Riverwalk for a number of years, for viewing the annular eclipse partial phases, here in Naperville, and learning how to safely view it. Use these if you if you don't have a telescope, and use these if you have a telescope and you put it on the end of your telescope before the light gets in, because if you bought a cheap or inexpensive department store telescope or something, I don't even want to show it. They come with like these little quarter-sized things which are at the focus of the light so that they heat up to hundreds of degrees, and they sometimes crack.
Okay, not good.
Don't use those. Use a full aperture filter.
Okay. What are we going to see? I mean, great that it's on a Saturday, right? Because you kind of already do events on Saturdays, yes?
Is this your turn to tell about?
Yeah, go, Andy.
Well, that's only because I kind of memorized the times.
Right.
But unfortunately, we're not in the path of the moon's shadow or the annular eclipse, so we won't be able to see like a ring of fire.
Okay.
But what we will get to see is almost half of the sun covered by the moon. So it'll be like a big chunk of the sun that's missing.
Okay.
And it starts at about 10:30 in the morning, so we'll have to get our cup of coffee a little bit quicker and get out there. But as long as the sky's clear, we'll be able to start seeing parts of the sun disappear, and about 12:30, more than half of the sun will be covered. And then it'll lead up to about, I believe, 1:30, 2 o'clock. So it's a slow event as the moon's transiting in front of the sun. But what's great about it is it gives the opportunity for anyone to see it. I mean, we will need eclipse glasses. I know there's libraries that are working on getting glasses. The club will have events where we'll be able to offer viewers, but we also will have our telescopes out. So as you come to see us, we'll be able to share the view with you. And that will give you an opportunity to kind of connect with the astronomy community by doing some hands-on stuff. And of course, if Saturday is clouded out, which we're all hoping it isn't, fortunately, we always have monthly events, starting with our first Tuesday of the month for our general meetings, to our public nights at our observatory at the Springbrook Water Reclamation. That's usually the two Saturdays on our calendar. So if you visit our website, you'll be able to see our calendar of events.
Okay.
And that's open to the public.
Anybody can stop by?
Correct.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for coming by. We really appreciate it. Congratulations on the 50 years. We wish you all the best on the Solar Saturday. And if you are interested in learning more about the Naperville Astronomical Association, please go and visit their website. We're going to take a quick break, but stay tuned. We're coming right back with more Spotlight.
Growing your family, opening your own business, retiring to travel, leaving your legacy. At Busey Bank, we know there's a lot to look forward to and a lot of planning along the way. Celebrate your life's milestones by putting your money to work. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
We live in a safe community, but not a crime-free community. If you see something, say something. Be a Naperville Crime Stopper.
If you're just tuning in, you're watching Spotlight. I'm your host, Jane Wernette, and joining me now from the Naperville Noon Lions Foundation are Jim Ebers and Glenn Benke. Nice to have you on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So let's just start right out. What do Lions do?
The Naperville Noon Lions are part of Lions International, which is the largest service organization in the world. We have, over 1.5 million members worldwide?
That's a lot.
Yes. And we're just a medium-sized club in our district. We have about 40 members.
Okay.
Our motto is we serve, and we've been serving in Naperville now for 75 years.
Yeah,
This
that's
is our
wonderful.
75th year.
That's a big anniversary. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So anyway, we primarily volunteer and raise money, and we'll raise approximately about $200,000, and we'll spend almost all of that right in Naperville and DuPage County.
Okay, and what do you spend it on?
And we spend it on, our first priority are hearing and vision and diabetes. And anything that helps people with those disabilities or health issues, that's right in our bailiwick.
Okay, love that, love that. And you take donations too, right, of
Oh,
glasses?
absolutely.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit more about that as somebody who found your box. So you do a donation of glasses. You have a couple of boxes, right?
Through the Lions of Illinois Foundation, we participate, along with most of the Lions clubs in the state, in recycling eyeglasses. They'll recycle them, sort them, and send them out where they can be used all over the world.
Glenn, talk a little bit about the turkey trot. I mean, this is kind of a big tradition here in town.
It's our 26th year. So 1998, a perfect day, the perfect day. So our next race is this Thanksgiving, 8 a.m., November 23rd, which is Thanksgiving morning. You can sign up on, right now, the registration's open.
Okay.
We might have 11 people. I didn't check with Lion Donna to see what that went up to. Usually she's one of the first persons and I'm the second one.
So we know we've got two.
Well, we
for
just
sure.
get started just to see how the thing plays out. But it's so great to get 6,000 to 7,000 people out on Thanksgiving morning to run, to walk. There's some really fast guys out there and gals. And then there's people just sauntering. There's people pushing buggies. There's little kids you're thinking, what? And they're just, in the first 100 yards, running like there's somebody chasing them. And it's just wonderful to get that many people out on a day known for overeating, and it's how you start your thing. So if you just want to walk the 5K, we're happy to have that. And it's our biggest fundraiser. We have, help from the Naperville Central High School is where we meet on Hillside, run a 5K course and finish back there. It's just wonderful. We've got Naperville Running Company that helps us with, that's where you pick up your stuff the week before. Belgio's Caterers, after the race, they put out a free breakfast. I've never been there because I'm getting all the stuff that the race is over, and I've only
And
seen.
Tom and Tim are thinking, good, otherwise
Well-
Glenn might eat us out of house and home there.
It's like, how did it go, guys? And so it's just wonderful. The police and the fire help us with the roads. We've got 300 people that volunteer. Some high school, COVID kind of disrupted some of that because they weren't in school to get to their classes and their whatever organization they were part of, but we're getting some of that back. And it just works out beautifully. I've got Donna, Lion Donna and her husband, they're my computer guys. Lion Maria, she gets the donations. I'm running this thing without a meeting because I see him at how are you doing on this? Okay, Lion Ken, how are we doing on volunteers? It's just wonderful.
You got it down to a fine science
Well,
at this point.
it's just having good people that know what they're doing.
Yeah. And make for a really beautiful tradition.
And it's just wonderful. And I'm almost in tears when I see all these people running because I know what good we're going to do with the money.
Yeah.
And it's just terrific. And to see people, they're coming in there and there's a banner up there. They're trying to hit the banner. There's Boomer's Tea makes our T-shirts, and they have a place where you can take like a selfie in front of their truck that kind of talks about the race and all that kind of stuff. I mean, and all I need you there is at 6 a.m. on that morning. People start coming in about 6:37, and by 10 o'clock, we're done.
You're done.
So you can go to make your,
You can still have your turkey dinner.
well,
and
but
you'll be good.
if you were out of town, maybe not so, but everyone in the club, it's like,
Usually by between 10 and 10:30, we're out of there.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. It's very efficiently run. So I'm going to ask you, how do you, because I think, and you talked about that, Glenn, in terms of the fact that it's a fundraiser.
Yeah.
So who do you help directly?
Directly, most of the people we help are referrals from a senior center or from the school nurses in districts 203 and 204.
yeah.
And we'll provide eye examinations and if need be glasses, hearing exams, hearing aids. Some hearing aids are refurbished, new batteries.
Yeah. Well, it's
It's
such an
great.
important part to learn, right? Because if you can't see very well and you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
hear very well, very hard to continue to learn.
We will also provide eye exams for those entering school for the first time.
Yeah.
They'll be performed at the Ann Reed Early Learning Center.
Yep.
And also, they had spillover in Scott and Maplebrook Elementary Schools.
Okay.
And yeah, that's
It's
pretty
good.
nice.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
stuff. Well, now, Glenn, and those are groups that you help directly. Other organizations that you support.
Sure. We've got about, I went through the list, it's all budgeted out, and there's about 75 different organizations. We've got Leader Dogs, Loaves and Fishes. It runs the whole gamut. A lot of times there's stuff, like Jim said, our usual thing is with kids with hearing and vision problems, which is terrific. But we go all the way, CASA of DuPage and Kane County,
Yeah.
and that's for troubled youths in the legal system.
Yep.
We just had a NAMI, the mental
NAMI
illness,
NAMI of DuPage.
and she came and gave us a wonderful look on.
I can read off some of these. Our first priority is vision and hearing, and we have things like Camp Lions, Chicago Lighthouse of the Blind, Child's Voice, Donka, Eversight Eye Bank, Foundation Fighting Blindness, Hadley School for the Blind, Hands and Voices, Leader Dogs.
Yeah, you got a lot there.
There's a lot.
And
Yeah,
we've got,
there's a lot.
like Little Friends, we certainly support them, but they also do some things for us. We said, look, we need, for our race numbers, we need to put a chip on the back of the race number. Would you guys like to do that? And charge us for it. Well, they've got a staff, just wait. I said, if it's too much for you, we can do it, but we're helping them keep some of their people
Yes.
gainfully employed.
So you're partnering up.
Yeah, it
Right.
just makes great sense. And,
That's
and
awesome. That's awesome.
it's just wonderful to help so many people.
Well, that's your motto. We serve, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I like that. I like that.
yeah.
As we wrap up here, Jim, if somebody's listening, they want to become a lion. Where do you meet? How do I become a lion? Give me the skinny.
We meet at Aurelio's Pizza over near Route 59 and
Springbrook?
83rd.
83rd,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we meet there every Tuesday at noon.
Okay.
Through one of our Lions, Paul Rewerts, has been really great about getting speakers. We have a speaker from one of the organizations that we serve.
Yeah.
Will come and talk about their organization and what they're doing.
Nice.
So it's
And it's for men and women too. So it used to be kind of like a gentleman's club when it started in Chicago. Lions Club started there. But it's long since got that. And I always kind of think like, everyone might think, well, it's a bunch of stodgy old men. Well, we might be stodgy old men, but we have some
But you have some
terrific...
lovely women with you.
Yes, yes.
that's about 40% of our membership are women.
That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
So
That's
I
great. Well,
wanted to get
thank
that
you
in.
so much. I mean, we appreciate what you do in the community. We appreciate your service. And we wish you the best of luck. Clear blue skies and hopefully not too cold for the turkey trot.
It's always, when it's in my watch, it's going to be great. 60 degrees,
have-
November 23rd, Thanksgiving morning, 8 a.m. Sign up now and get your whole family out there.
And right
Aside
now-
from the person who cooks the turkey, they might have to stay home.
Stay
but-
home. Okay,
Just saying.
wonderful.
All
To
right.
find out more about the Naperville Noon Lions Foundation, please go and visit their website.
Busey Bank is proud to partner in building business and growing wealth since 1868.
Stay in the know at home or on the go with NCTV 17 News Update. This quick recap of everything happening in and around town will be delivered straight to your email inbox for free. Sign up today.
Welcome back to Spotlight. And joining me now from the Inside Out Club are Marianne Ruthig and Danielle Tefano. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having us.
Always. So let's talk Inside Out Club. Love the t-shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
What is it? What's the mission? What do you do, Marianne?
Thanks. So the Inside Out Club is on a mission to empower kids to live each day with good character. So things like empathy, kindness, gratitude, nowadays, I'm sure everybody can list about 10 different reasons why people need good character. So it's really important for kids. And that is our sole mission, and our vision is that if we can empower kids to live that way each day, they're going to go out and make the world a better place. So that's the inside and the out for Inside Out Club.
Love that. And you've been on the journey for a long time now.
Absolutely. I started the organization 11 years ago, and we've been just growing and building ever since. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So say a little bit more about your core programs. Give people an idea if they haven't run into you before, or the kids haven't experienced your program. What's it all about?
Absolutely. So we serve kids ages 3 through middle school in a variety of ways. So if you have younger kids, you can take part in our standalone events, which are family volunteer events that happen throughout the school year. If you have elementary age students, we do have an after-school 5-week series that's being hosted in many local elementary schools. If it's not at your school, please reach out. Maybe you can help us bring it there. And then we just launched a brand new middle school program called Business Designers for Good. It's a workshop that's around 18 to 20 hours in length and really helps kids build skills around entrepreneurship, social responsibility, emotional intelligence, and leadership. So it's a really fun way for kids to get some experiences that they wouldn't have otherwise, that really helps set them up for being successful in life as well as future careers and in the workforce.
Okay. And you do that here in Naperville, but also the surrounding areas, yes?
Yes, so most of our programs are in the Naperville, Glen Ellen, Wheaton, Lyle, and are slowly growing from there. We do have a couple small programs in Elmhurst. So if you're, again, in that kind of community and you don't see the Inside Out Club, just reach out. Maybe we can help grow and expand to where you are.
Okay. Now, obviously, you're offering those programs up. They take a little bit of fundraising to get there, and you've got 2 fun events coming up, right?
Yes.
So let's start with bartending.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So on September 14th at 6 to 9 p.m., we're going to have a celebrity bartending event at Go Brewing. So it's a really unique space in Naperville, tons of fun, and it's really just a great way for people to come out, learn a little about Inside Out Club, have fun, and give a little back to help support our mission to empower kids, to build character and just grow up to be good human beings.
Okay, so we know the where and we know the when. The who, Miss Danielle Tafano, hostess with the mostest. Talk a little bit about, you're asked to do a lot of stuff, and you're a wonderful person in terms of giving back to the community. Why is this important?
Keep going.
Yes, well, it's true. So why this group?
I'm all about kindness. I'm all about helping people feel like they're included, and so that's why I love the Inside Out Club. I love partnering. We've done some things before, and so when Marion reached out and asked if I was interested in this, I love what the Inside Out Club stands for. I love Go Brewing, and I thought this was a great opportunity to kind of bring a couple things that I love together and have some fun and hopefully raise a lot of money.
Well, good. And are you going to do some good drinks?
And maybe battle with Patty Minglin behind the bar, because she's another one of the bartenders, and have some fun with her. So I'm very honored that I was asked to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, is Danielle your only celebrity?
So actually, there's
other than Patty, because Patty's a celebrity.
So there are actually 6 celebrities. So if the viewers are interested, they should go to InsideOutClub.org and check out the full list. Idalyn Winhold is also another celebrity who's a local Napervillian for years who just moved back, former Kids Matter executive director. So tons of great people are going to be there over the 3 hours.
Nice, very nice. Okay, so that's what we're doing on September 14th?
14th, yeah.
Okay, now you have a family fun 5K?
Yeah, so our Fall Family 5K.
Fall Family, wow, that's a lot of
a lot of Yes, so that's coming up on September 24th at 9 a.m. at Donata Forest Preserve. And what really makes the Fall Family 5K unique is just we have a kindness village, so it's a ton of fun for all ages. And this year we have added bubbles, so they're going to be...
Who does not love that?
I know, so now it's walk, run, bubble, fun. So again, it's just a really wonderful way to bring people together for a great cause, get outside, so come, walk, run, enjoy the bubbles. So it'll be a really great event. And I think this is our eighth year or 9th year doing this event. So just a lot of fun.
Okay, and people can register now?
People can register now. Yep.
Okay.
They can form a team if they'd like to. So we have companies that are involved. We have families that have formed teams. We have one team, Team Family Awesome. They've been there every year. So it's really a great, So yes, people can check it out online. Again, just go to our website and all the information's there. And then all the funds come back again to just empower kids to be good people and give back and volunteer and make the world a better place. So
that's great. So Marion, hopefully we're going to raise a lot of money with the bartending and the Family Fun 5K. What do we do with the funds?
Yeah, so at the Inside Out Club, we really prioritize making our program fees accessible to families, so we try to keep those on the low side. And then any family that can't afford just checks a box and the fees are waived. So we call that our all-in fund. So that's a part of where the funds we raise are going to go. But then in addition to that, we do a lot of things at no cost to the community. So we collaborate with schools to provide them school-wide service projects that they can do. We have an online resource on our website called our Inside Out Club Library, which is a filterable database of books, videos, and projects. We actually collaborated with the Naperville Library to create this database, so that's free. We have curriculum called our little half-hour minis that teach our core 8 character traits. Right now we're training volunteers at Bridge Communities to be able to teach those to the students that they are impacting. So we do a lot in addition to our core programming at no cost, and we're really just trying to build that community and empower kids, and that takes a lot of people and a lot of time and a lot of money.
Yeah, there you go. But you're building those partnerships and alliances and working with different groups, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, so it's been 11 years. What are you most proud of?
Oh my goodness. Maybe just having an open mind and being resilient and being able to kind of see where things are going and what's working and what's not, and putting our energy and focus into that, and really proud to be helping so many kids and families. You know, last year alone was over 5,000 hours in just helping kids, build up kids, and so that makes me really happy.
Oh, well, good for you. Good for you. And Danielle, we'll look forward to seeing you behind that bar, raising some glasses and raising some funds.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming by, ladies. We so appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And for more information about the Inside Out Club, please go and visit their website. I'd like to thank all of my guests for joining us on Spotlight, and our friends at Busey Bank for their generous sponsorship of today's show. To learn more about the organizations featured on this episode, please visit our website at nctv17.org. And to stay informed about what's happening in our community, sign up to receive our daily news update and follow us on social media. For Spotlight, I'm Jane Wernette. Thank you for watching. This episode of Spotlight is brought to you by presenting sponsor, Busey Bank.